Ever since the PlayStation Vita came out, everyone's been waiting for a shooter, but the only one we got was Uncharted. But I'm not saying that was bad or anything, but we needed something new. I mean, we've already seen Uncharted before, we needed something refreshing. And that's when Zipper Interactive came to the rescue with Unit 13, a tactical third-person shooter that hopes to deliver. But, is it actually worth it? Welcome to Unit 13, Operative. Let's get reviewing. Alright, so what exactly is Unit 13? It's basically a group of special operatives stopping international crime and terrorist groups, and it consists of 6 operatives who are the marksman, the infiltrator, the commando, the technician, the point man, and the gunner. And these are the 6 playable characters, each with their pros and cons. And if you're like me, I actually main the point man. He's my main character. But if you want to unlock everything for one character, you gotta play as the rest of them. So you gotta play as infiltrator to unlock silencers, and so on and so forth. So this game promotes playing as each character at least once. So what's the actual story behind Unit 13? And that's where the problem lies. There is no story mode, and that's a real bummer, and that really sucks. But instead of a story mode, the trade-off is that we get missions, 36 of them to be precise. And that may seem like a little bit, but trust me, it will last you a while. Now, in these missions, you're trying to get stylish kills, or well, special kills. For example, the point man gets a bonus for getting shot at while he kills people, while the infiltrator gets bonuses for getting stealthy kills. Everyone's got their own things, and you're trying to get the highest score you can, so that you can be the highest rank you can on the online leaderboard. So basically, that's the main thing about this game, literally. It is trying to get as high as you can on the leaderboards. That's basically the main catch about this game. Now, if you get bored of going through the same missions all the time, trying to get a high score, you can try out the dynamic missions. Now, what these are basically, dynamic missions are basically the same map, but the objectives are completely at random, and the enemies are completely at random, so you will never be able to prepare for it. And that, I think, is very fun, and a great way to brush up on your skills. And especially when you get bored of the game itself, you can always try out dynamic missions. Now, aside from missions, there are also some other things. I'm going to talk about the high-value targets. So what these are they're basically the boss characters. They have a really hard stage with tons of enemies, tons of deadly enemies. You die pretty quick on these stages, and of course they end with a high-value target battle with the boss itself. Now, to get these high-value targets, you can get them up near. If your friend unlocks a high-value target, you can try it out. But I'm not doing that, because I want to try unlocking them all for myself. And you unlock them by yourself by getting a certain amount of stars. But how do you get stars? Well, when you finish a mission, you get graded between 1 and 5 stars. And, well, that's basically how you unlock high-value targets. There's also daily challenges, so every day there's going to be a new challenge, and everyone gets basically one chance to get the highest score they can. When you die, well, you get to try again, but the minute you quit, you can't go back, so you better put your best effort into trying to get the best score you possibly can. And there's a new one every day, and these daily challenges are actually pretty challenging and pretty hard, but I guess it's pretty fun, and it's fun to try and get the highest score you can every day. Now, aside from the single player, there are a lot of multiplayer options. Or are there? Alright, we're going to start with co-op. So, co-op. Very fun online. A great way to meet new people. And I think this is supposed to be the only game so far to actually utilize the Vita's mic online. And let me just say, it's very clear, no lag whatsoever. Fun playing the game. So basically in co-op, if one partner dies, you have to revive him. And if you both die, you fail the mission and you restart it. So co-op is definitely fun, a definitely fun thing to play. It's stupid that you can't invite your friends. You have to create either a public or private game and then people come in. I find that really stupid. What I also find stupid is that there's no ad hoc. Yes, you heard me right. Co-op with no ad hoc. That's so stupid. That's basically saying if you and your friend wanted to play co-op together, you guys have to go online first. I find that to be a very, very big flaw in this game, that there's no ad hoc whatsoever. But I still love co-op. Now, aside from the co-op, let's check out the versus multiplayer, the competitive multiplayer. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. That's the catch. There is none. Yes, you heard me right. There is no competitive versus online. And this is coming from Zipper Interactive, the guys that made MAG and SOCOM, and both those games are known for their epic, intense multiplayer. And then they create this game that has none. I mean, really, this game would have been perfect with online multiplayer, yet they leave it out, and I think that is the biggest flaw in this game, and I'm not sure why they didn't include it, but that definitely limits the things you can do in this game. Now really, this game, I've realized that if you buy this game, if you plan to play this game by yourself all the time, you're gonna get really bored really fast. If you're not trying out for the leaderboards and if you're not playing co-op, you're gonna get bored. So if you get this game, you better be trying your best to get as high as you can on the leaderboard, and you better be playing co-op a lot, because this game really seems to be focused on the leaderboards. So at the end of the day, what do I feel about Unit 13? It's still a pretty good game, and you should definitely check it out. But of course, there's lots of things that they left out that definitely limits the experience. But for anyone who likes shooters and wants to check out a good dual-stick shooter, you should definitely check it out. Unit 13 by Zipper Interactive for the PlayStation Vita gets a 7.7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have fun shooting those baddies down.